Alright guys, today we're back with the 2003 Pontiac Vibe. It's a 2-for-1 today. We're doing a tire rotation, super easy, and the rear drum brakes and shoes. So we're going to show you guys how to go about changing those rear shoes and brakes. So today we're using these tools. We may not need all of them, but you know, it's better to have them handy just in case. We have a rubber mallet if the drum is very stubborn, get it coming off. We have 2 locking pliers, very thin ones. We have a brake tool. I'll show you guys how to use this, but you really don't need this. I have it just because it was like $7 on Amazon. A couple of flat screwdrivers. I have a couple of these bolts here in case we need them. They are, well, you see they're M9s in case the drum is very stubborn coming off. Got a hammer. I got my little Craftsman tool here with a 21mm socket. It probably helps if you have something like this. You don't need it. You can easily just use your tire wrench to take off the lugs. We have some brake clean. We have some right here, Ultra Parts brake lube. We'll go over when we need to use that. And again, if that brake drum is stubborn, we have some penetrating oil. Hopefully we won't need this, but we'll have it here just in case. We have our brand new brake shoes right here. And we have 2 brake drums. Sometimes you can get away with resurfacing your drums. I've never even seen these brake drums, so I have no idea what they look like. I'd rather just use new parts on the brake drums. Okay guys, so this little lug nut remover is light duty. These lugs are on there pretty good. So we're gonna try Big Bertha here. We can put on a 21mm breaker bar and see if we can break these guys. And again, we just want to break them. Boy. Just break the seal. I think we torqued these down 76 foot-pounds last time. Alright guys, we're just going to break the seal on the back ones. Oh, these are much easier than the front. Get it in there. Okay. Okay guys, we're just gonna remove the front tire. Okay guys, so here is our rear drum. We're gonna give it a couple of whacks with rubber mallet just to see if that loosens it. If not, you can see it looks like it's welded. The shoe, I mean this drum looks like it's welded to this hub. So that's why we may need the penetrating oil, but let's see. Okay, so it's a little stubborn coming off, so we're gonna just try some penetrating oil right around this little hub here and just let it sit. Okay guys, so we're gonna use these they're called flange bolts. They're M8 1.25 by 40mm. We're gonna try to help this drum off of this here, because it almost feels like it's welded on there. So the penetrating oil is doing its thing. And we are going to go ahead and I'm just using a 10mm on a 3/8 drive. We're just gonna try to help this drum off. Just a couple of, I'm gonna turn it a couple of times evenly and see if we should hear some cracking. Okay guys, so these bolts were really good, but it also helps to have your emergency brake disengaged, which we had it on. So as we were pulling and tugging on here, boy, part of our pad came out. So we're gonna clean this up with the brake clean and come right back. Okay guys, we're just gonna clean this down with a little brake clean. We're gonna start really slow. Get all that brake dust off of there. And just let it dry for a little bit. Okay guys, so you see one of these springs already popped off. So we have one here, two, little one on the bottom, three, and then two on top. One here and one here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 springs. We have a couple of cams in here, and the star wheel is back there. So we're gonna start removing these springs. I'm gonna remove this other tie down spring since this one popped off. I'm just gonna take this pin out, and the spring and the little washer pop right off, because again we had the emergency brake engaged. So hopefully you learn from my mistake and make sure the emergency brake is not engaged. Okay guys, we're gonna use this special tool here to remove this hold down spring. You just got to push it in and turn it so that this little pin comes through the slot there. Just like that. Super easy. There goes the spring and the pin. And now what we'll do is remove this bottom spring. Okay, we're just going to use our locking pliers to remove this top spring here. Just pull it, and it should come right out. Just like that. It comes with this little cam, so kind of keep them together. Right in here. Just like that, okay? Cam. And it came out of the second hole. So we're gonna set it down just like this. All right, we're gonna use our locking pliers on the bottom spring right here. And just a little bit of muscle, just to get it out. We're gonna set it down just like this. Okay. So now we have both of these guys, just so that we know exactly how to put them back in. Okay guys, we're just gonna try and pull out this whole assembly and see if it just comes out like so. Alright, just like that. We have this top spring with this little adjuster, and the little paw fell out right here with your star wheel. We're gonna clean that up. It's right here. All right, so there's our front shoe. This is the back shoe with the adjuster. We're gonna remove that. It should just slide right off, just like that. This is your emergency brake cable. And this part here is held on just by that little horseshoe. I'm gonna try and remove it. Just gonna go ahead and remove this cable. you just pull up on the spring. All right, just like that. So we're gonna go over to the workbench and remove this little horseshoe clip. Our kit has new horseshoe clips, but you could, if yours doesn't, of course you can reuse that little piece right there. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and remove this little horseshoe. We got a couple screwdrivers, a hammer. You just gotta get right in the middle there. Just open it up. Kind of pry it open. You can go back and forth there. And then try to pry it out. Or if you have a crescent wrench handy, alright, get a good grip and then just close it in. Just like that. Just lock it in. Okay, we cleaned up the hub just a little bit. There are 6 areas that you need to put a little bit of brake grease, parts lubricant on here. Just these 6 points right here. And we just cleaned them up a little bit with some sandpaper. And I'm going to put a little bit around this hub just to, just so it doesn't seize up. Just like that. Nice. Alright guys, so we got the emergency cable back on here, and we're going to put this, if you can see under here, there's a little slot. The cable should fit right here. Show you right here. This right here. This cable should route right through there. And then we'll just go ahead and put the pin back in here to hold it down. And we're going to take this spring with the small piece on the back, long piece in the front, goes in a 3rd hole like that, and then we're going to just put it over and into the shoe here on the 3rd hole. And we're just gonna put it into the wheel cylinder. Just like that. Okay, and we'll take this little adjusting tab. We're just gonna hang it from here, just for now. It's in its place right there. Make sure it's secure. And then we're going to go ahead and put the pin. We're going to lock down this side here from the back. Right here, we're just going to come through the shoe right here. We'll put our spring. And then the little lockdown washer goes right in the middle. Push it in and turn it. Just like that, so it's locked in. Just like that. We use the locking plier on this time. Last time we used this special tool. You find this on Amazon for like $8. But you don't need any special tools. You can use locking pliers or even pliers, regular pliers. So here we go, we're all locked and loaded. And now we can put this paw in. We cleaned this up a little bit and put some grease in there. Now make sure you close it. It was all the way extended, so we're gonna close it up because otherwise you won't be able to put your drums back on. Okay guys, we got the two lockdown springs here secured. We got the two top springs and the adjusting paw reinstalled, and now all we have to do is put the small clamp back on there, the small bottom spring. Just adjust your locking plier and just bring it, cut it. Okay, let's put the bottom spring on. Just grab it with your locking plier and just stretch it over. And then double check everything. Make sure your shoes are inside the wheel cylinder. You're secured. All of your springs are attached. And then, if you want, you can adjust this. Right over here is your adjusting star wheel. We can adjust it out a little bit, and then we'll put the rear wheel back on there. Okay guys, just clean the inside of your brake drum with some brake clean. Wipe it down. Sometimes they're shipped with some packing oil. And just slide this on. Line up your studs. And now you can just do a test. It should spin about twice with the tire on. We're gonna go ahead and reinstall the tire and give it a little bit of test. Okay guys, we're just gonna torque these lugs down to 76 foot-pounds for the manual. Here, just make sure it's nice and tight. If you don't have a torque wrench, just make sure it's tight. Right, guys, so that's how you change the rear brakes, brake shoes and drums on a 2003 to 2008 Pontiac Vibe. It'll probably be the same or similar to the 2003 to 2008 Toyota Matrix and Toyota Corolla. So again, this is for entertainment purposes. Have fun, save a few bucks, and see you on the next one.